Procurement silo. It looks like he has new bounty tasks for you. Okay, I'll go over to bounty because that's pretty close by, and I don't think it's any different if I was to go to that thing. Yeah, it's not. Not really. And I can get that when I'm down there. So I'll go do those. Alright. I'll go do those. Yeah, I'd like to kind of like knock off a couple of the things where it's like, oh, you need to just go talk to somebody, or you need to specifically like go to this location to see if somebody wants to have a conversation or some shit, right? Like, I'd like to get rid of a couple of those so that if I go into a town, the quests are already there and unlocked and ready to go. But I would also kind of like to get a chance to, you know, on the escape screen or whatever, where it shows you like the season goals and stuff. I'd like to be able to like nut out a couple of like the smaller mundane things, like, oh, catch 22 different types of fish or whatever, you know? Like, nothing fancy, just like sort of time waster kind of things. And see if I could get more of them completed. That would be nice. Like, I also feel like one of the early ones, if I land over here for a second. So one of the early ones, so I see Viking seems to be very happy being held. He's wagging his tail, falling asleep. He's fallen asleep in Shadow's arms. I would like to see if I could go back and do the Treant challenge and see if I could eliminate it with an incendiary blast. I don't know if that requires me to have like a flamethrower, if that requires me to have a grenade, a Molotov cocktail. I'm not sure, but I reckon I could probably do that one pretty easily. The other ones, the whole page is done. So I won't hit max level or probably end game at this point. I think the server resets in a week. So I'm really just trying to get more comfortable and start Chrome from missions. So Doombringer is 8k. Oh yeah. I don't think I'm going to complete it before they reset it. Like next week I'll have Wednesday and Friday stream. So like I'll have 2 more chances on stream to like try to bust out more of the story. I've played all week so far and I took from like level 10 to 12s through to like 35's quest. But the thing is, it's slowing me down. If there was a chance where I could play this with like Nick or my cousin or something like that, I could probably progress through faster because we could kill the things in the area and I could just focus on getting the quests done and stuff. But like, I do have to go back and find like certain boxes and shit. So like, that's a little bit of time wasting to me. Like I gotta find the migrant moving house. Like I've rode around a fair bit, but I haven't seen it yet. And I know it's out there. So I've got to find that. And I've got to leave a message at the Forgotten Monolith. I don't know what that is. So I don't know where to find it. Electric eel. Nick has one of these, but I don't have a generator, I don't think. And I don't think I'm up to this yet. This should be the monolith, this one. Yeah, I think some of these I've got to actually read before I go and do certain ones, like clear alpha, securement silo, or normal without being critically injured. It's possible and stuff, you know. I'm level 14 now. Nice. You are, I think, about 10 or so levels ahead of Fluffy at this point. Fluffy's also like playing through the game while I'm like playing through this week and stuff. But yeah, you could probably get quite a few levels sort of easily with these season goals and stuff. The Journeyman quest actually got me a lot of levels really, really fast. As soon as I kind of worked out how to kind of do them, because it was just like, oh, you need to sync something to your cradle, then unsync it. Then like the locations to find these aren't too bad to get some of them, like go fish sort of thing, or you know, build a thing or whatever. Like, or some of these gave me a lot of levels as soon as I figured out how the fuck to use them. And also the other one that gave me a lot of levels too is if you summon V and you talk to him, and like I'm getting 53,000 XP for having completed my commissions last week, you know. And now I have new commissions that I could do this week. So Like, I can select 5 of these, but these give me a lot of XP. Like, these powered me through levels super, super fast, so they could get you some shit unlocked. Welcome in, Sriracha. How you doing? Thank you for the follow. As I'm good at one of those things, though, I figured it's just a matter of getting more efficient at staying focused. Yeah, I've found it took me a couple of weeks to kind of really get in here and figure shit out. I'm gonna add that one. Use 10 deviant skills in combat. Deviant skills in combat 10 times. Go 10 storage crates in any stronghold and get all the items. Storage crates in any stronghold. That one's a little too easy. Harvest 15 crops from planter boxes. Defeat 20 human enemies. I can only pick 5 of these. They give you all the same amount of XP and shit, by the way. But I keep using use activator recover 5 times because I use that during like battles and shit. I should be able to do all these like probably even tonight. Probably. Like, that's going to give me a huge level boost. Like, some of these are different levels. Like, if you read them, they're like 30, 32, 36, 35, stuff like that. But that doesn't really matter. Like, if you're just going to go around, if you plan, like, that one, maybe not. But, like, if you plan that you're going to go to a whole bunch of, like, the different strongholds and shit, right? And you decide that you're going to loot, like, everything, you're probably going to use that. If you're using a deviant, you're probably going to use that. And if you are looting again, probably get that. You'll probably need this. So it's quite possible. And you get a fuck ton of XP. Each one of these things gives you 26,000 XP. And you do them all, you get 53,000 XP on top of it. So, like, I would really strongly recommend, like, doing a few of the commissions. And shit, I don't know if this shit's open to you guys for every week. If you have only just started, I don't know. Perhaps. I've been here since week 1. But yeah, I don't think that'll be too hard to like get that multiple tasks accepted. Nice. But yeah, that's kind of how I ended up flying through the levels myself. Did I get the teleporter? Not yet. That's right, I just gotta go talk to T-Man. That's fine. I was trying to fly part of the way. But yeah, I don't know. I think I did. Actually, I'll need the bridge up there. So I think I went from like about a level 15 through to almost like level 30, just by doing a few of the commissions and a little bit of the journeyman stuff. Yeah, some of it was just like reading what it needed. Like one of it was like go and throw some, like put a bait on your rod and go fish or something like that. And it was like, okay. Then the next one's like catch 5 different fish, and it's like, okay. And you get like a fuck ton of XP. They are very, very generous with the XP. And I don't know if that's going to scale up at some point, or if it's kind of like overcompensated for like later game sort of thing. But I don't find it too difficult to level. I did in the beginning. For the first 2 weeks, I couldn't figure out how people were suddenly like level 30, level 40. And then I figured it out. I figured out those specific things, and all of a sudden I was in level 30. Now I'm like high 40. Hold on, I don't even actually know. Hold on. Yeah, I'm level 49. Also, planting stuff, building stuff gives you XP. I do like that that happens. The only thing is when you catch fish, you don't get XP from fish, but you can get XP from boiling water. So my advice is, if you've really got time, right, is to basically go to a river, collect as much water as you got. Like literally just before you go cook your dinner or whatever the fuck you got to do, have a shower or something like that, just set your person up to collect water from like a water source. Fuck off and go do that for like 10-15 minutes or whatever, and then come back and then go and like just perpetually just queue up your person to boil water. You get a fair bit of XP from that too. I assume at some point they're going to nerf the shit out of that, but in the meantime, that's kind of why I have a lot of I have a lot of water. I also have a lot of salt for the same reason. It's ooh, nice. Cooking gives you a a fair amount of XP, and it doesn't take a lot of effort. Especially if you decide to go to the ocean and collect water and you get salty water, because then you can get salt. A lot of salt, which is why I have a lot of salt. And honestly, you don't need to keep it at the end. You can literally just drop it on the ground somewhere and it's gone. But you get the XP for it. So those are a couple things that I did. Like whenever I was off stream, I was probably boiling the fuck out of water while I was crafting things and while I was like exploring. Like I just did whatever simple shit I could to kind of figure out how to get XP while I was figuring out how to play. Because, like, I was already kind of behind the curve by not knowing how to play this to begin with. Like, not having experience with games like this. So, yeah. Eventually, once I worked out what everybody else was actually doing, because like I said, I'm doing this with, like, no prompts, no information, no YouTubes, no nothing for, like, information or whatever. So, it's just whatever the fuck I can figure out. And, yeah, I assume some of it's not done in the best order. There must be another event over there. I think they're playing it safe. 6 weeks reset is pretty polarizing topic. Yeah, a lot of people got a lot to say about it, which is fair. It feels like it. Whoops, I did put your fucking gun back. It feels like it might be what makes or breaks the game. I did see that from the very beginning, a lot of very big streamers and YouTubers and stuff like that, as soon as they heard that it reset in 6 weeks, they literally just deleted the game. So they weren't even willing to give it a go. Which is a bit of a shame, because like they're obviously people with like the largest followings, and people have a chance to actually see the game through them if they don't have time themselves to play it. But like, I think that, like, if it resets, and it's not horrible, like, I'm one of those people that's, like, it takes a fair bit to, like, realistically, like, I don't know, put me in a state where I don't want to play something. How did I go that far past it? Fucking hell. Yeah, a game has to, like, be really, really fucking annoying for me to just give up on it. So, like, even if it wipes all of my inventory and I have to start again, I might not try so hard next time, but I do enjoy having like challenges and quests and stuff to complete. Like there was a period of time with PUBG, for instance, where I had been playing it every day for like 6 months, and I'm literally just running around. At the time I was having like a really, really low streak of being able to shoot people. I keep missing that fucking turn. Where is this turn? Is it a dirt road up there or something? It has to be. Hold on. It's probably because I keep cutting the corner. I keep missing it. Alright. Is it here? Yeah, it is. Alright, I'm just turning the wrong way. I said I've got really poor direction sense for left and right, so it's fine. Sort of figured it out. Did see the salt thing. Yeah. Yeah, I put salt in my like thing to sell, honestly. I'm not actually driving forwards at the moment. The bike is just forwards momentuming. I'm not going to go and get that. Vehicle is in combat. Really? It's still kind of going, honestly. I wonder. I was going to say, is it going to roll down the thing? Because I wasn't driving at that point. Like, I'm literally, like, hands off the keyboard. It's going on its own. So I'm willing to let them cook and see what they try and come up with. What they come up with. Yeah, see, I'm happy enough to, like, give it a go. That's the thing. Like, this game, I really like it. I think, like, the world is really nice. I think, like, the concept's pretty cool. There is so much lore. So much fucking everything to this game. Like, I'm pretty sure even if I played through the same thing, it would probably take me a while to, like, find it all. That's the wrong gun and you know it. That's cool. I'm guessing that's where it's gonna take me. Looks really cool. But yeah, I'm willing to like hop on and keep playing it. Like if it's something that's like, oh, you only have like so much time to get it done or something like that, like I may not stress as much. Like I may just see what I can get. Very pretty when it's behaving. Yeah, look, it has its issues, but like my biggest thing with this game is it's free, right? Like I was listening to somebody the other day. I was absolutely ripping on it, and they're like, "Oh, it's you know, this is broken and that's broken and blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Dude, it's fucking free." Um, like, sure, if I was paying like 60, 80 bucks, $100, even like 20 bucks, I'd maybe be a little bit more salty about like, well, especially if I was paying like $60 and up, I'd be way more salty about it like being broken and shit. But I feel like this is way more complete than like most fucking games are. The big thing for me, it's zero. That is the big thing for me, is it is zero as well. I agree with that because like this, I am generally, I have a barrier of price for availability to play a lot of games, and I wanted to play this game. I liked how this game looked. I thought it was really cool. And I'm like, man, I hope I can afford that when it comes out. And it was free, and I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, I changed my whole fucking schedule to play it same day. Like, I had plans, and I fucking threw them in the bin because I wanted to play this, and it was free. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play it. If it hadn't been free, I probably would have sometime within the fortnight purchased it, and then I probably would have started playing it, but I would have been definitely a bit behind. And I probably would have felt a bit more gypped about like how hard it is to play. I'm here for the new bounty task.
Ah, my favorite mayfly. I have quite the interesting bounty for you, if you're interested.
I wonder if Coke actually sponsored this. I didn't notice it before, but he's got Coke on his face. Who's our next client in need of justice?
But of course, our client this time is a Mr. Gene Sheckley, whose husband, Robert Wolfe, was brutally murdered by a deviant while out foraging. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. There's something special about our client, Mr. Sheckley.
Does he want me to capture the deviant and execute it before him? That's a weird question.
No, nothing like that. It's simply that, while it's only been less than a week, our friend Gene still hasn't paid for the bounty. But don't you trouble yourself with that. After all, collecting fees is my job. Even if Mr. Sheckley hasn't paid yet, I'll pay you the bounty as soon as the target is disposed of.
Hmm. No, Azula's being cute.
Although the bounty case file has all the information you need, feel free to chat with our friend Gene if you like.
Customer satisfaction comes first, after all. Even for the harsh business of enforcing justice. Mr. Sheckley lives in Tallgrass, where he has his own distillery, I believe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Azula's my cat for a bit, doesn't know. She's just being upside down at the moment. Also, I wouldn't consider them as having a bounty until they've received money. They don't technically have a job until money's received. That's just my opinion personally, but I don't know. The client, Gene Sheckley, has accused the aforementioned deviant of kidnap, torture, and murder between about 0 a.m. November 5th to 10 p.m. November 7th. God, that's a big window of time. That's like 2 days. Okay, damn. The defendant abducted Robert Wolfe, who was out gathering materials at 17 kilometers west of Tallgrass. After prolonged torture, he was then savagely murdered. After thorough examination of all evidence, T-Man declares defendant guilty as charged. According to the blank 78 Narcotic Penal Code and the 31st Amendment to the state constitution, aggravated crime, the deviant Senator is hereby sentenced to death by open bounty. Latest witness testimony indicates that the felon is situated in the depths of the securement silo X1. Okay, so basically, like, this guy's giving you bounties that are inside the silos. Okay, that makes more sense, because the first time I talked to this guy, at the very, very first silo, I was too busy trying to process the Fallout shit that was on my screen that my brain was like, what did I just click on when he started talking and stuff? And yeah, my brain was not switched on for that. So yeah, I'm also just keeping an eye on Scylla because she's decided to go and sleep where the chair would normally keep her safe. I don't want to go into the silo yet, but that looks like it obviously wants me to go in there. What else is there? There's one of these just down the road. And there's one of these up the road, Rotten Saddle. I do want to do the silos. I need armor for that first. Actually, tell you what, if I activate this thing here, I might be able to go into a silo. So the thing with the monoliths, so I didn't actually say this beforehand, but Nick kind of explained it, was with the monoliths, you need to have like so many riff anchors active at a time in the area before it becomes available to go to that monolith quest, apparently. Also, I like how everything's like broken and fragmented over here. It's very cool. So yeah, there were times when like Nick and I would just like race through certain like building areas. What they call them? Secure strongholds. Okay, so hold up. I know I'm gonna float down. They keep referring to these things as strongholds, I think. Which is interesting. I gotta remember that. So we kept going into the different like stronghold locations and just like activating the riff anchors so that we were able to at least get the monolith done. By the way, I need to collect some shellfish. You can get shellfish off these things, by the way. I'm pretty sure I've got a tool for that. I normally have like a pickaxe, but this works too. I'm pretty sure I can make some shellfishy dishes now that I've got like food. This counts as meat. I wonder if I could... Okay. Showing the age of... Was it? Did it break? No, I still got it. I still got it. I'm just being lazy. I don't want to put it on my toolbar. Which my inventory is getting full. I also like the fact that you can do shit in your inventory while you're breaking rocks, by the way. So if I want to be in here, like, rearranging shit, it doesn't stop her from what she's doing. It's great. So... Does anybody remember, like, really, really fucking old Simpsons with Clam Chowder? Because, yeah, that was always fucking hilarious for some reason. It's just like, I don't know, arguments over the clam chowder pronunciation. So whenever I have a chance to make clam chowder, I'd like to taste it one day. I don't know what clam chowder would actually taste like. But, I've wanted to know ever since I was, like, a little kid watching Simpsons with that Mayor Quimby specific episode. You'd be surprised at how much I remember, like, old Simpsons stuff. I also know, like, a lot of, like, Futurama shit, too, but not modern Futurama. So I live 20 miles from Springfield. Nice. We have a few different Springfields in Australia, but they're not, like, states. They're more, like, suburbs as well. The fuck was that? I heard something that sounded a little bit... Oh. Okay, so if you hear birds, you can, get eggs. Interesting. I'll have to remember that. Yeah, I'm back. I was looking because updating MSI before the exact steps. What did... the steps I did while setting my PC? Nice. Well, I'm gonna go back to my base and see if I can craft better armor before I keep going through here, because this level 30 area is absolutely capping me. I'm using a lot of medical stuff, but I haven't actually upgraded my gear. And I don't think I've got the parts yet for it, but I'd like to be able to see if I could make the gun. I don't think I'll be able to yet, but it would be nice if I could. It's Springfield, right? Yeah, it's Springfield. I haven't watched Simpsons in probably 10 years. I haven't watched them for ages. I occasionally see them flick up on like TikTok and YouTube shorts and stuff. Which, by the way, for anybody that's curious, I just don't have YouTube shorts at the moment. I haven't like clipped any videos and shit, so we don't have that until I have the energy to like fucking do that again. But the fuck was I on about? Yeah, Simpsons. So I used to watch like the old Simpsons and stuff like that when they were on TV, like all the time. There was like just a whole entire family thing that my family did. And I don't know, it was always good fun, like watching all the different Simpsons and whatnot. I don't know if I'll get extra shit from that, but like they were on repeat. Like, you know how you get reruns, right? So I used to watch like all the old ones over and over again, which is kind of why I know them so well in a sense. But I haven't watched really any of the new ones, realistically. I've seen a couple of clips of it and stuff, but like it feels wrong, right? Like I watched The Simpsons and they've got like modern day shit going on, but they themselves haven't changed and it just doesn't feel right. Like I don't know, it went from like them all actually having like personality and reasons for their actions and stuff like that to suddenly just being like self-inserts for modern day stuff. So I haven't really watched it. I did try to watch some probably like 5 or so years ago, but I did not enjoy what I was watching. So the thing is, if anybody ever hears me say, oh, I like The Simpsons, I'm talking about really, really old Simpsons, like probably the first 10 seasons, that kind of era of Simpsons. You know, not like what we get these days. I don't know where this one was. It must have been somewhere. So the thing that I don't have enough of this is automatic part, right? Which I've got to find somewhere. And that's the thing that I'm waiting on to make like the top tier gun. But I wouldn't mind maybe just making a level 4 version and see what I think. What have I got in here? I've got some food. I need... Actually, I've got quite a lot of food. Let's see what I can put in there. Animation is different too. I imagine it's all digital at this point. I agree with that too. It kind of feels a little off. I don't know how else best to say it, but whenever I see Simpsons and stuff like that, I feel like it's a bit not right kind of thing. I might switch that one over to that for the moment. Yeah, I kind of just feel like everything is very... Like, yeah, it's very smooth, very fluid, all that kind of stuff, but, like, something is wrong with it. And something doesn't feel right when I watch it, you know? And apart from maybe, like, the way it's animated and the way that they're portrayed, I think it's the way they're portrayed that bothers me, perhaps. Just because, like, they've taken them to kind of... Fuck, I put them in the wrong thing. They kind of take them to, like, the maximum extreme of each personality kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know quite how best to say that, but that's sort of how it feels. Is it's just kind of like, oh, like you can kind of tell how the story's going to go because of how kind of over extreme some of the personalities now are. We got preserved deviated crops. What the fuck? Oh, chops. Fuck. Yeah, alright, that makes more sense. I was gonna say, I'm like, that ain't right. I can't make these yet. There would be, maybe... I have not got those. It would show up if I could make them or not. I've been mostly making like corn oil and stuff, but I know I have wheat. I don't really need to make fresh stuff at the moment. I have got like a few things on me, but I wanted to see what I could do with shellfish. And I'm not seeing anything unless I could do like canned lunch meat from... I'm saying the pork. Where is the seafood one in here? I know that there's this shellfish meat that requires sugar. I wonder if I have any beets growing. Hold on. Let me quickly find out. Yeah, let's go through here. We've got like saffron and shit. I don't know. I guess my cucumber's not germinating very well. I haven't really been up here for a bit. I need water. That's probably why. Okay, well, if they need water, and I haven't really planted anything. I don't know if that cat's stuck. I'm not going to ask. Let's see. Need some... this salt water? Yeah, seawater, sorry. Hold on. Actually, just give me my shit ton of boiled water. I have a lot of that. That'll make her feel like super, super weighed down. If I need sugar for some kind of recipe, let's do beet seeds, fertilizer, all that business. We're good for water. I'll just plant out a shit ton of these. And if I can... Actually, why are you letting me do it again? I'll plant some wheat up here too, but I want to use the shellfish before it gets bad, you know? So we'll see. Thinking of shellfish for the shells.